Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Maydaysan Talks. And I said my own name really weirdly. Welcome back to Maydaysan Talks, episode 1. And this may be confusing for some of you because this is actually the very first time I've actually posted anything that was not a sketch on the YouTube channel. And moving forward, I want to finally just take the jump and take the risk because if you've noticed any of my content for the past few months since January, there hasn't really been that much. And there's a good reason for that. Is because I've found a different medium to do that. And that is with the power of the Apple phone. No, I'm joking. The power of TikTok, I guess. And it's not me just running away to a better platform. Well, part of it was that. And the other part of it was it is just so much more suited towards what I wanted to do. Or what I want to do at this moment in time for a long time is, I just wanted to make quick little videos, quick little punchlines, quick little, one-liners that really helped me deliver the message I wanted to deliver. And I think one of the problems that I was dealing with was on this channel, I was planning so hard for almost nothing. Not nothing, comparatively now thinking about it, it's like nothing. But, at the time when I was just doing YouTube only, I was busting my ass off. And I was, sacrificing my career decisions and doing all these things and sacrificing nights out or whatever, and just to record these videos, script them, edit them, shoot them. And, there was quality in that kind of thing, right? There was quality in that kind of content. But, I was doing them basically for naught, and I was getting burnt out just on the process alone. And then, when I got the flu in December, I was just sitting there and I couldn't really do any videos. And I was sad because I couldn't even have a backlog to make anything. So that was kind of the biggest issue for me too. I was like, I don't even have a backlog to sit back on. And whenever I sat down to just try and record a video, I would rethink it and be like, oh, is this even the right video to make? And it was just too much of a process. And of course, I think for other things, for bigger pieces of content that required YouTube, like the animations and stuff like that, obviously you'd have to use YouTube. Or if I wanted to do something more poetic, like when are you coming home, or when are you going home, or something more cinematic, YouTube did make more sense. But for kind of the stuff that I've been putting out for the past few months now, it's just exactly what I wanted to do, is just have these little quick jokes that, I tell my friends at the bar or whatever, and just putting them to life. And just, I have these notepad of ideas, and whenever I write down these ideas, it's just like, okay, now I have to spend a whole week just planning out how I'm actually going to say this thing, and think of the rule of 3 and think of the punchline. But when I could just do it in literally 6 or 15 seconds or 60 seconds at max on TikTok and get the views and the appreciation for my content, at literally 100 times, I put it in, I put it out. I also suggested one of my friends, Tokini Andy, who's been struggling for such a long time on YouTube, and I've seen his work. It's very good work. But he just wasn't getting the recognition he deserved. And once I finally converted him to TikTok, I'm like, bro, just do it. Make yourself a backlog, have some fun with it. Honestly, have some fun with it, and you'll see it. You'll see. And now he's up to, I think, 42,000 followers on TikTok alone. And I'm so happy for him. I'm not saying, we should all go to TikTok, whatever, but I think for the medium and for the landscape of content that, the way that people are consuming content in this generation is just short form and very quick and very, very a lot. And it's just literally not practical for someone who's working full time. Well, at the time when I was doing YouTube, I was doing 2 jobs plus doing the YouTube, plus doing streaming, and plus all other stuff. It was just literally impossible. And now, even with more time that I have now that I switched jobs since I've left the YouTube format, I literally have a backlog of 50 videos on TikTok, and they do well because they get straight to the point. And I think it kind of forces me to be more creative with the time constraints that I have and the editing constraints that I have. And I think it's really good for me to make that kind of content. And it was kind of cool because like we're coming around 1 year on this channel. Literally, I started this channel. I think I registered for this channel like today, I think. And then I uploaded Hanami video on like the 6th of April. And we're coming around to it. And we've seen the channel grow literally by 4,000%, like 4,500 subscribers or something like that. And then on TikTok, we've grown in 3 months to 100,000. And the Instagram's grown to 3,000. Like, it's insane. And I never thought that I would actually... I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. I actually thought that I would grow to some capacity, maybe 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But we got to 4,000, and then TikTok just blew me away. Like, obviously, I had a strategy for this. Like, I've been doing YouTube for such a long time with different kinds of mediums. I've done comedy channels. I've done another comedy channel. I've did another comedy channel, and I did a music channel. I did a gaming channel. I had all these different separate ideas. So many, like, even on this channel, I have 3 freaking channels for it. Maydaysan Talks, this channel, Maydaysan, and then I have the gaming channel, which is, I think I might just turn that into a gaming channel. But basically, what it's come down to is I really just I had so much fat, and I just needed to trim it. I needed to just trim it and focus in and hone in on my abilities and whatever. And it was just such a refreshing feeling for me to go to just start making TikToks and start making short form comedy. And then, every once in a while I was like, yo, I know there are people on my YouTube community that just don't want to watch TikTok for their own personal reasons, and I understand that. So what I do is I have most of my content just echo into the other social medias, but there's really nothing to go for YouTube because YouTube is such a pain in the ass. To be frank with you, it's just a pain in the ass, which is what, like, just the process. Like, I have to record it, I have to film it, I have to edit it, I have to subtitle it, I have to do this. And it just takes so long for basically a fraction of what I could do in 6 seconds. And the thing is now is, like, creatively speaking, not just logistically, is like, okay, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make a video for YouTube. Let's make a video for YouTube. And I want to make this skit. I literally filmed a skit. And then I was like, yes, this is great. And I was like, all right, I got to open up the session. I opened it up. I was like, yo, I could just make this a TikTok in like 6 seconds, get the point across, don't stretch out jokes, and just get it done. And it'll be just as funny. And then that's what I just did. And literally, that's how some of my TikToks came to be. And it's just more fun. It's more fun. Like, I do these such big ass productions and I don't have to do any J cuts, L cuts, anything like that. And it's just fun to kind of just play with that limitation. It's really weird. It's really weird for me. It's weird because it's even in my music as well. When I was doing audio engineering back in Canada, if the mystery's been solved, I'm from Canada. I was so into compressors and numbers and all these kind of curves and measuring and stuff. But now I literally just mix for clients. Minority 905 peep that. I just mix for clients now just on my headphones, and I use software to correct my headphones. I keep my setup very, very simple. It's all digital. I use one set of plugins, and it's just, I know none of you understand what I'm talking about, but it's just simple, and I just keeping things clean and concise, and it's just trimming the fat, and I think that's what I needed to avoid burnout. And don't get me wrong, I still do burn out because now I'm managing. I'm able to manage, actually. I'm grateful that I'm able to manage so many types of different channels of content. I'm able to actually post on my Facebook consistently, my Twitter, my Instagram is finally getting content on there, TikTok once a day, and the YouTube is just suffering, and I just don't know what it's going to do because it's such an overlap. It's such an overlap of content. So I could either post single talks or I can post long form comedy, but what's the point of putting all the effort for the long form comedy if I could just make it in a talk, you know what I mean? And I just feel like I need to expand and just turn this Maydaysan channel to something more exclusive that just doesn't repeat. And one of the weird things is that my mantra was like, I don't want to make normie content on this channel, but I feel like that's probably the only sustainable content I can probably do for the YouTube at the time of this recording, because everything else is kind of just feels like overlapping. And I don't want to do like TikTok comps either, because it's just like I'd rather just give you guys more content every day instead for the YouTube side. So I feel like what I'm gonna do is, in addition to like podcasts and stuff like that, like just like how it was on Maydaysan Talks, talking about issues in Japan and issues in life and whatever, video games and stuff. I'm not sure how I want to go into that, because I kind of want to get away from negative content, if that makes sense. I try to keep my content pretty real, but I feel like lately, especially with virus going around and all these politics in Japan, like my content in itself has become very jaded and very cynical, and that's why I kind of had to take a break. I take breaks even when I'm not on YouTube, even with this new lifestyle, I suppose, of short form content that's super easy, barely an inconvenience. Even with that, it's so much easier for me to take breaks. Like I have my content, I have like 50 drafts, and I just put them out, and I don't make content for like 2 weeks, and I get to relax and play video games, do whatever I want. And I think this is the right direction. But anyway, I don't script this stuff, and which is what I want to do. I want to make almost effortless content that is raw, that's just me, and I don't have to do that much editing. I have to do any of that stuff. It's just a podcast kind of thing, but it's not like a 45-minute podcast. It's just a short form kind of thing. And I don't think I'm going to do gameplay this time for Maydaysan Talks, the Maydaysan Talks on the Mayday channel. On this channel, it's just going to be like this in this weird bubbly background, kind of like Jacksepticeye. And I think it'll be more interesting for you guys to listen to and talk to. So what I want to do, the plan, is I want to upload a skit, a sketch, a music video, whatever, a TikTok, whatever. And then I want to have a video, a commentary that goes after that, maybe a day or two later, or it depends how often. I'm not sure how often I want to post talks on here, because it's such a pain in the ass. But thumbnail culture. But I want to just make a video that talks about that piece of content. So if we wanted to talk about the latest talk that I talked about today, which was like saying "ha" in Japan, I could talk about that piece of content, just talk about what that means in Japan and where that story came from or whatever. And I think that's going to give people a good incentive to come back to this YouTube channel, to kind of give you that. And I was thinking about it too, is like I can give a reason for people to come to my YouTube channel. And as a content creator, I think that's good. As a viewer, it's good for you to listen while you're washing the dishes or whatever, and while you're in quarantine at the time of this recording. And for me, honestly, like business-wise, it's probably better because this is my only monetizable channel. So I need to kind of, my dream is to kind of, live off this stuff and not be a salary man or whatever. And I want to make a music video too someday too, but I think I'll get back into the rhythm of YouTube and stuff like that and just talk about issues again and just become a normie kind of channel, because I feel like most of my presence has become through all the other social media other than this. And it's going to be such a weird step moving forward, but I think it's the right step moving forward. And it's something I've thought about ever since I've started this channel. And it's time to take the YouTube off its pedestal and just make content out of it again. And whatever form that may be, so be it. Because, I think I'm just having more fun, just doing whatever I want. And I know, it's such an important thing to do that as a content creator. It really, really, really is. And it's hard to do that as a content creator because, you have to make compromises, but at the same time, you have to do what you want to do, because if you're not having fun, then you're not having fun. So that being said, this is going to be an update video for that. I'm going to make another podcast or another commentary, I guess, talking about the last TikTok that I posted this week. And I think that'll be great insight for you guys. And then on the Patreon, which we have 12 Patreons now. And I'm so grateful to have Patreons, because honestly, like, I don't know what I could offer you. Like, what I have started doing is Imagine Japanese course, which is like my Japanese course-ish, whatever, in the making of using grammar concepts and different concepts, using imagination to kind of visualize why Japanese people think that way, and using different mnemonics and stuff like that. It's kind of like remembering the kanji wanikani, but for grammar. I don't know. It's just a piece of extra content. I don't want to sell it as a course, because it's probably not a patented idea anyway. So anyway, I think what I'll do is probably I'll probably teach Japanese. I'll probably do regular Japanese lessons along with Imagine Japanese on that channel. I mean, on the Patreon. So, because I'm not a Japanese teacher, that's not my main content. So I know it's like, oh, I can get that content for free. Why are you charging me for it? Because I think it's just bonus content. I think my content is just me being an entertainer, whatever it may be, in whatever form it be, and then me being a teacher and as an educator comes second. And I think a lot of people from the TikToks on the TikTok community, they're kind of learning Japanese from my content inadvertently. And I think I can actually give them some proper kind of lessons, of course, with the same kind of energy for just basic Japanese. I think we could start doing that on the Patreon along with the Imagine Japanese course. And then on this channel, we can have just commentaries, normie content, I guess. I don't like vlogging that much. I put vlogs and personal vlogs and deep talk vlogs on the Patreon, which I don't want to post on here. I think they deserve that because they pay for it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't appreciate you guys, but anyway, this is the move. This is the fucking move. And I got demonetized for that, but this is the move. I think this is it. I think this is what we're going to do moving forward. Just have more content for you guys because I feel bad for the YouTube because it all started here, guys. It all started here. And we'll never forget the days of hello, my name was Haru. And something that's looking back at my old videos. And maybe that'll be some content we could look at too. And looking back at my old videos and just seeing what we can, like, what was I going through with that stuff. So I think there's going to be a lot of content that we can do probably once a week on the YouTube that you guys can look forward to. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for your support. It is almost the 1 year anniversary of Maydaysan here, and we have grown so much. And it's all thanks to you guys, that, I can make the dream somehow happen. And honestly, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Yeah. But anyway, it's time for me to go to bed. It's 12 a.m. I don't know what I'm recording this for. I should go to bed because I haven't been sleeping. But anyway, thank you guys so much. If you like this content, if you want to support the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment of what ideas I could talk about on the channel, blah, 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 all that stuff on these podcasts because Maydaysan is here on the talk show. Maydaysan Talks is finally on the main channel. Holy crap. Get some guests on the show. I don't know. You can probably get some guests. We can finally do collabs on the YouTube channel. I think this is what we're going to do. This will be great. Anyway, guys, this was such a leap of faith. Let's do it. Maydaysan. I got to make a catchphrase out. Hello, my name is Haru. I don't know. Sorewane. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, social media for all more frequent content every day. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.